Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of DragonHeisters in the garbage world of Waterdeep. I am Alexis. You can find me at VoxFinato on Twitter and such, and I will be your co-DM for this evening. A couple of very quick channel announcements to get through real quick. We have a big old giveaway happening right now. If you go ahead and type !giveaway in chat, you can find all the details and how to enter. But the short details are, when we reach 1,200 followers, we're going to select a winner for some really fabulous prizes. There are some books, hardcover books that we're going to be giving out for TTRPGs, some dice, some merch. It's a big old package and we're really excited. So if you want a chance to win, make sure you're following the stream, make sure you're entered, help us reach that goal. We also have a subscriber goal going on. We are at 15 out of the next 50 subscribers that we are looking for. And when we get there, when we get to our goal, we are going to run a one-shot set in space with an all amoeboid, like potato people cast. Crew. It is going to be freaking great. So make it happen. If you want to see Dracolytes / amoeboids in space doing space potato shenanigans, make sure you're subscribed. Give some subscriptions. Help make that happen. All right, without further ado, I should say, I, Alexis, use she, her pronouns, and I will not only be your co-DM this evening, but I will also be playing Syl, the changeling rogue, who uses they, them pronouns. Take it away, Matthew. Tell us about you.
Hi, folks. Hey, that's me. I'm Matthew Foreman. I am at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. I will be playing Johnny tonight. He is the magical sex worker who is a divine soul sorcerer who has 2 guns. For announcements for me, I actually keep in mind that tomorrow on this channel, Ghost in the Machine will be going remote in order to keep everyone safe and healthy. And Big Boy season is still on for the next few Fridays because no one's going anywhere. I want to direct your attention down below to our YouTube. We've been putting some new content up there for y'all. Just the boss fight. All the DragonHeisters are up there now. Ghost in the Machine is pretty updated, and Big Boy season is 100% updated as of this Thursday. So we've been going hard on the YouTube, so you can catch all the stuff there. I've got a great advice video out for combat and counter design, so check it out. Those are my announcements.
All right.
Is it me?
Yeah, sorry, it's
okay.
Emma.
Okay.
I had no words.
No, it's fine. Me neither. So hi, I am Emma. You can find me at MK Hansen on Twitter, and I use she, her pronouns. And tonight, as always, I am Mix Magpie, who also uses she, her pronouns, and she is a tiefling dom wizard. That's what she is. And that's it. I have nothing going on in my life except that it's upside down.
Yep. Checks out. Oh! We have a hype train. All right. Thank you so much for the anonymous gifted sub. Thank you so much. Excited for this lovely hype train. Get in on the action, help us meet these goals, and unlock yourself some exclusive emotes through the hype train. Meanwhile, Maria.
Hello. I'm Maria. You can find me at Happy Capster on Twitter. Tonight I am playing Adeline Evander, a sea elf drunken master monk, sister of Hamish, and gonna win this game of Zone of Truth real good. I'm gonna beat it. I'm gonna win.
There are only losers. You will soon find out.
I'm gonna win. I'm gonna be the first winner.
At Truth. Oh no.
The only winner.
They're one of us.
Thanks, MK Hansen, whoever you are, and Miwa for the bits. Look at that level 1 hype train completed. Woo! Hey, Ty.
And I'm Ty. I use he, him pronouns. I am occasionally co-DM, and I am playing Hammer Samson, who uses he, him pronouns. He is a Sea Elf Tempest Cleric. You can find me at Ballroom Brawler on Twitter. And tomorrow night at the Mythos Mystery Society, we are starting a new campaign for Arkham Horror, Dream Eaters campaign, which is our 4th campaign in this card game.
All right. Well, without further ado, let's roll the credits. Right. So, previously on DragonHeisters, the crew of garbage liars had been arrested after rushing through and fighting their way through the city after some cultists who had the Stone of Galore. A stone that I guess is rumored to have connection to some amount of money, but it's really not why the crew wants it. They want it mostly to spite the other people who want it, the people who have wronged them. People like criminal organizations and cults, devil-worshipping cults, or a devil-worshipping cult. So, after chasing down this stone out of spite, securing it briefly speaking telepathically to Johnny, which creeped him out, and walking out of this building where they found it, where they had secured it, they were promptly arrested because, you know, they had torn through the city, causing a lot of commotion, and some people died in the process. Thank you for the bits, folks. Let's keep the hype train going. Through the process of being moved to the jailhouse and processed, they met someone who looked quite like Hamish. In fact, it was the same individual that Hamish had seen that one night late at the docks that had caught his eye for being so similar to how he looks. His gray skin, the gills, his ability to breathe underwater and to move around pretty easily in it. But since Hamish didn't really know where he came from or what kind of individual he was, seized the opportunity to kind of talk to this individual some more, who revealed herself to be Adeline, his long-lost sister, and informed him that she and he are both sea elves, solving at least part of the mystery for him, and promised to teach him Elvish. Johnny, using his wiles with Zaddy Barnabas, secured their release from the jail but not after Magpie noticed that the captain of the guard was not what he appeared to be. He was in fact some sort of shapeshifter, similar to Syl. And there was conflict, he was slain, and his true nature revealed. The crew have found themselves back at the manor after quite an ordeal. A very long evening of traipsing through the city after the stone, and then a long day of waiting in the jailhouse and going through that whole combat and persuasion to be released. So, right before bed, they decided, well, before we really accept this newcomer under our roof and really take for face value that she is in fact Hamish's sister, better make sure that she doesn't mean the group any harm. So invited her to come downstairs again and play a good old game of Zone of Truth. And that's where we're picking up, folks. Adeline, you've just been asked to come play Zone of Truth, or I don't remember how exactly it was proposed to you, but you were asked to come downstairs through a message from Johnny.
I sure
what do you
was. I think at that point I had started to kind of get more comfortable, take off like the jacket I was wearing. I just started taking off my boots. I think I had them off at this point. And I would not put my shoes on. I wouldn't put my coat on, but I would grab the bottle of whiskey that was procured by Dear Daddy Zaddy.
That's right.
And bring that down. Because why would they mean me any harm?
Jeez.
And I would go down.
All right. So Adeline makes her way down.
This is some party you have going on.
Yeah, we're gonna do like a welcome night type thing. It's a game we play sometimes. It's
Oh, there's a game involved.
Oh, there's a game involved. I was a little drunk last time before we started, but I think it's basically truth or dare, but I got a little spell that makes it a little more truth-based.
Yeah.
Oh, we played something like that?
Oh, good.
Yeah, on the ship. Although we didn't really use any sort of spells to do it. We just told the truth.
This makes it a little better.
Yeah, and it's not technically truth or dare, it's just truth or truth. Because the dares didn't work out very well last time.
Yeah, no, it wasn't great.
Is being drunk a prerequisite?
Pretty much, yeah.
I don't know if it's prerequisite, but it is part of the process.
I'm already drunk.
Pretty much is guaranteed to happen by the end of the game.
All right, y'all ready?
Is Johnny truthful when he says that he's already drunk?
No.
Of course not.
He started drinking, but he's not drunk.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You know how Johnny...
you need to drink a lot to get drunk.
Correct. It's supernatural constitution. You know how you can tell when Johnny's lying? His mouth is moving.
Correct.
Perfect.
It's not saving throws, is it?
Is it a saving throw?
It's a charisma saving throw.
It's a charisma saving throw, and I will know if you fail.
Okay. So have you cast this? Is this happening?
I asked everyone if they're... Hamish asked everyone if they're ready and started, like...
Yeah,
Is ready to cast.
This isn't perhaps a charm effect, is it?
Sure is.
Oh,
wait, actually, hang on. Sorry, I spoke before I really thought about it.
Tip number 4.
Stop. Just stop. It's been a long year today.
Didn't you watch my video?
I sure did last year.
It was yesterday.
It was last year.
A whole year ago. A whole year ago yesterday. Oh, fuck
That's
me.
right. That's right.
Divine favorite of the gods does apply to saving throws. Thank the gods, literally. Or well, the devil in this case.
Wait, did you say charisma?
Yeah.
It is a charisma save.
Oh fuck!
Ah.
Oh no!
It is not a charm.
I'm
Oh,
very
no.
charismatic.
This is getting worse. Okay, cool.
So you do not get advantage, you elves.
Uh,
Still has a 16.
I have a 15.
Wait.
Okay.
I have a 14, but I get to know if I fail.
So, Magpie.
I have an unnatural 20.
Hamish cast
Good
it.
God.
Okay, if y'all succeed, this really isn't gonna work. None of this. He cast it again. I got the spell slot to make this work a couple times.
Don't understand. God
Just
damn it.
let it happen. Just let it happen. Not naming names. Everyone.
Everyone.
You can't name names because you'd have to name every name.
Yep. And I will cast it again.
I guess Johnny, if Hamish asks too, if this is important to Hamish, he'll fail.
I rolled a 7.
Regardless of whether or not you wanted to, you fail. What's Mixed Magpie got?
18.
God damn.
Fuck.
Doesn't really work as a trust exercise if y'all are not giving in. Just gonna point that out there.
I thought it was
So-
just a game, not a trust exercise.
There's no reason it can't be both, Mixed Magpie.
Sil will intentionally fail.
And since I'm under the effects of the spell, let me say something. You're pissing me off.
Me?
Yeah.
Is that new?
No.
Don't play coy. It's not like you don't know.
I'll be honest.
John-
Or cast it again and I'll I won't resist.
I got one left, so we are about to nap, I hope. But I got one more chance at this. Everyone's got
I'll say you have like a little bit of a margin to have chosen to fail if you choose to fail.
Sure. If under the pressure of Johnny, I shall fail.
Is there... That shouldn't be an issue.
So this game it's really interesting so far.
Well, we gotta determine who goes first. I think you're the guest.
Does that mean I gotta ask a question first?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, should we set some parameters?
Nope.
No.
Oh, so anything goes.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Well, Johnny just left, but
Actually, I don't know why she's going first.
We can talk about it. I've said, guest first. That's my vote. You guys want?
Yes, guest answer first. Guests have the pleasure of being asked questions first.
Sure. You could also roll it off, or we could spin a bottle.
I happen to have a bottle. It's about.
That's a different game.
Why can't it be 2 games in one?
Are you really Hamish's sister?
Oh, just jumping right in.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We're all thinking it.
No. I don't like the way this works.
Yes, as far as I know, I am.
Do you mean anyone in this circle ill intent? Any harm? Of any nature?
See, it's the specificities that are really kind of this is an odd sensation. This one, I do not currently intend anyone any harm. I may have wanted to slap Johnny once, but that's it.
It's a common feeling.
Yeah, I can relate.
All right. Ask someone else a question. It's your turn now.
Can I ask everyone a question? It's a group question.
Sure.
Nature of this game makes me highly uncomfortable, but sure.
It's 4 against 1. I think you have an advantage.
There's not really an against in Truth and Dare, Truth and Truth.
There is the way we play it.
It's unfortunate.
There is when you're trying to win, and Johnny will look at Mixed Magpie and Adeline.
Oh, I just realized something. Hang on. What's your save DC?
For the spell?
Yeah.
14.
Okay. Good to know.
What are all of you? As in, I understand you have this place, and I understand a couple of professions that you choose, pointing towards Johnny and Mixed Magpie. But you've obviously been caught up in something equating murder. You know some very important people. So who are you?
We're the Garbage Liars.
Again, terrible branding name.
Listen, we can't help that it's true. That's why we're so bad at this game.
And it's not the name of the business. It's not like come to Garbage
No.
Liars, Brothel
we
and
just-
Tavern.
We just, I would say fondly call each other that, ourselves that. Within
I really
ourselves.
find that an endearing term.
Well,
No.
we at least can acknowledge some of these things. But, yeah.
Right, so you go around and lie to people. Is that what you do? Or do you just go around murdering people?
Well, I think we went around lying to each other, and that's where the name came from originally. So
Yeah.
that's why games like this got implemented.
Yeah. Yeah. But yes, we lie to people. We lie to the Zentarum. We lie to the Watchful to the Magus. We lie to the Grunt Holders, or whatever the hell their name was called.
I have no idea who the hell you're talking about.
Factions in the city who mean to do us harm, who are out for themselves. We lie to people. We didn't lie to the kids in the sewers. We didn't. I can't remember if we lied to that squid-faced guy that with the brain, the walking brain who tried to eat us. Can't remember really. But yeah, we lie. I lie. Lie all the time.
Why?
I am not. Oh fuck! I'm under zone of truth. Fuck.
Yep. Yep.
You sure are.
Johnny bites his lip. Thank you, Quixotic Wonder, for the follow. I wonder if that's Katie Quixotic. Thank you.
Didn't think it was a hard question.
It is when you're like us.
Point to Mixed Magpie. Where are you from?
Fortunately, I'm from here.
What did you do before here?
Before this manor, do you mean? Before these people?
Unless there's a board for that time. In which case, it's 2 questions.
Wait, what's your question again? And are you just asking my backstory?
In a roundabout way.
Oh, I was born into a wealthy family, a wealthy noble family, and they were awful, and I don't care for them at all. So I ran away at some point, and I became quite familiar with seedy individuals who can make things happen in this town, and I joined their ranks and was working my way up to do whatever it was that I wanted to accomplish, though that has changed. And then I ran into these fine folks who helped me take out my father and gain my estate back, which he didn't want to give to me because he wanted to give it to my brothers.
That's very tragic. Sorry.
Yeah, we definitely, kind of tortured him and interrogated him in the basement.
Right, that seems a bit unnecessary. In your basement? Why?
Because
that's my dungeon.
That's where the chains are. Where else would you torture someone?
Right. I feel like I've asked a bunch of questions.
You're new and you don't know anything about us.
This is true.
Well, yes, Magpie last. So Magpie, you asked someone else something.
Me? I don't want to know anything. Oh. I shall participate in this game. I guess. Quick side question. Syl, are you in what? Have you been in Syl form yet?
Val,
You're Val right now? You've been Val the whole time. Okay.
Yep.
So, Val.
But I think we had been using the name.
I think we did.
Had we been using the name still though? Anyway.
I don't
think
or did
so.
Did I introduce myself to you as Val or Syl?
You introduced yourself to me as Val.
That's fine. I was keeping up pretenses because you were an outsider. That's what I thought. Okay. We was using the name.
Yeah, so
Val.
I only know you as Val right now.
Yep.
So, Val?
Yes?
How are you feeling with the shifts and changes that have occurred in the last, I would say, 48 hours within this group?
Well, we're just going to have that discussion right here, right now.
This game is about truth and honesty.
I also don't necessarily mean anything specific. I just meant your general thoughts and feelings.
Have a lot of those.
I know. I just don't know any of them.
Wow. Mixed Magpie, wow.
This is not a great idea. I wanted to fail, but here we are. I didn't want to fail, I mean. I didn't want to fail.
Johnny chokes on what he was drinking when Mixed Magpie says that.
For the record, I don't like this game.
Just Syl/Val is going to just kind of try to pull Mixed Magpie over to the corner of the room for a minute.
I'm gonna lean over to Hamish and say, is there something between the two of them?
I think there's something, yeah. I don't 100% know what, but...
Hey, so quietly, just to Mixed Magpie, Syl will say, yeah, so, I think a lot of the feelings I'm feeling right now are that it took a lot for me to come to a place where I trusted any of you, and it sort of was forced upon me anyway. And I'm kind of having another individual thrust into that, and it's very tough considering, what is at stake for me. And also, I haven't really had anyone to genuinely care about me until I met you. So it's an adjustment. And I didn't expect to feel so, I don't even know, because it's new. How do you describe things that you don't understand what they are? So, I've never had anyone without, a vested interest in me as a project, show care and concern and kindness for me in the way that you have. And, I'm kind of adjusting to it, but I'm also very afraid of losing it.
All right. Well, we can continue this conversation later.
Yeah, so now you know those things, okay?
All right. I think okay, yes. Okay.
It's been a lot in the past 48 hours, and we haven't had a whole lot of time to process.
I think that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, I didn't want to say kind of some of those things in front of new company.
All right. Here we are.
Like the first bit. Mostly the first bit. Okay. I just don't know if I'm ready for that chair yet.
We might not have any choice this evening.
Yep, that's what I'm afraid of. Anyway, okay. Sorry. Intentionally refails the save as Syl walks back into the zone.
While that conversation was happening, I would like to say I was asking Johnny, what's your favorite color?
He looks over to Hamish. Blue.
Oh my god.
Hamish smiles.
Used to be red.
Used to be red. What made the change?
Your brother.
Knew it. I just kind of slap Hamish on the shoulder and said, I knew it.
Oh, we weren't trying to hide it or anything. I told you.
All right, fine. That's fine. I just thought let me feel good about this. I figured out a mystery.
Another mystery solved.
It's first one, find brother. Second one, brother as a boyfriend. It's great. Perfect. Welcome back. Gesturing to Val and.
Yeah, sorry.
Magpie is pouring herself a triple shot of something.
Checks out.
All right, Val, your turn. You gotta ask last.
I think I actually kind of went first. But
I just asked Johnny a question if Johnny wants to ask one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, love it. Adeline. How can I put this nicely?
I'd rather you put it honestly. It's your house. You don't have to be nice in your own house.
I make a habit of not being nice in this house.
Sure.
True. I want to ask, do you want to stay here and get to know your brother? No, why do you want to stay here and get to know your brother?
Those are two different questions, and I will answer both of them.
Good.
One, yes, it would be nice to stay in a place that is not that bed upstairs. Primo. So yes, I'd love to say. As to why, I have been under the presumption that I was alone. I was alone in this entire world. 20 years, I thought I was entirely alone. And I'd rather not have that again. So, even if it turns out that Hamish isn't my actual blood brother, I don't... Why would I leave that? I mean, I'd leave if you all told me to go. I'm not going to be that kind of an ass. I just don't want to be alone again.
I, for one, don't want to, get in the way of Hamish being able to connect with family.
No, neither do
I just,
There's definitely a very heavy butt there.
Just, we all have, I think all of us in our own ways have trust issues. And this, you know, shakes things up after we had just finally started to sort some things out. So, I don't necessarily think it's you, I think it's us.
Sounds like a very, very sad breakup.
Oh, no. Not trying to get you to leave. I'm just trying to explain where I am.
We are kind of like a really sad breakup that stays together, Adeline.
Yep.
That is kind of what we are.
But they never move out. Yep.
Because we are trash, but we're trash together.
That sure is true.
Maybe if more people learned that they don't have to like someone to wish them safety and happiness. Johnny looks over at Syl. Maybe if more people learn to separate what they like from what is right, this city wouldn't be such a trash fire. Because we may be nasty and terrible with checkered pasts, but I don't know. I think I'm doing a lot better than the Castellanters and everyone else we've encountered in this godforsaken city.
Maybe you want garbage then. Maybe more like fertilizer. Sure, you smell like shit, but you're actually, you know, you do some good.
I smell lovely.
Well, it was more of a metaphorical sort of thing. I mean, I don't think that you're all garbage. You're all decent folk. So far.
You don't know us very well.
I don't.
Thank you for being the one to say it.
You're very... Please inform me otherwise then. Because unless you all are really, really trying very hard, you don't seem... I have met terrible people. You're not terrible people.
I think that depends on how you define terrible and where your morals lie on that spectrum.
Then how would you define terrible, Mix Magpie? That's my question. What have you done? Here's my real question. What have you done then that you would define as terrible?
Gather round, children. Let me weave you a tale.
Strap in.
Actually, at this, Magpie's going to put her drink down, and she is going to boy howdy. She's gonna fold down her lip, and you're gonna see a tattoo on the inside of her lip of a snake, and it's the Zentarum symbol. So the seedy people I got involved with, they're all currently being rounded up and thrown in jail for all of the atrocities that they have committed whilst trying to run this city. And during my time with them, I never really believed in anything that they did. I was using it to get higher up in their ranks in the hopes that I could topple them down. And in the process, I wanted to take my family down with them. And anyone else who ever laid a hand on me or my mother. So when I got involved with these people, I didn't do it because I liked them. I did it because I needed them. Now, is it a little different now? Yes. I think the only thing that separates us is that we have a sense of loyalty to one another. So as shitty as we all are, I will defend these people, no matter what, whoever tries to go after them.
Is that it?
No. But that's most of it.
I don't want to invalidate the idea that you think that that was terrible. Whatever you did during that time was terrible, but hearing it as an outside person, you just wanted to protect what was yours. Is that really that bad?
The people I was with wanted to protect what was theirs as well. Does that make them not terrible? My father wanted to my father, he wanted to protect his estate and keep it away from me. That's protecting what was his. He's terrible. But I think just because you're terrible doesn't mean that you don't do good things. I can safely say that I am a terrible person, but I also do good things.
There's a lot of grey in this room and not a lot of black and white.
That's good. I think a polarizing view of the world is a little bit two-dimensional.
Well, some people think the other is a bit monochromatic. I guess it's to each their own. I think we're all in the former camp. Maybe?
I used to kill people for money.
There it is.
I mean, not a lot.
Well, that was my next question. Is
Not a lot of people or not a lot of money?
Johnny kind of chuckles.
That's a distinction.
Excellent clarifying question.
Not a lot of people.
So you're loaded then?
I used to be. I spent my whole fortune.
Oh.
Yeah.
On something good.
Huh?
But I hope it was on something good.
It was on grief. I used to be part of a crew. We ran the streets. We would engage in some turf wars, so burglary, kidnapping, mind magic, murder, whatever needed to get doing. And then I got good enough to where rich people started paying me to do it against other rich people in this city. And then I became one of them, or at least I thought. And I forgot who my friends were, and came out on the other side of it, and they were all dead. So, I did horrible things for money, and I abandoned the ones who trusted me, and I wasn't there for them in their hour of need. So that's why I'm garbage. I sprint past the post in this crowd on complete trash.
I have a supplementary question. You all have described things that you've done in the past. You haven't really described anything that you've done recently when you're together.
Murdered someone in cold blood who had done me wrong and threatened my survival. Just, the other day.
He had it coming.
He sure
We
did.
warned
I
him.
still did the thing. I did warn him. He did the thing anyway. And I carried out my promise. And I have no remorse.
Well, he threatened your survival, didn't he?
He did.
Sure did. Not just mine, but yes, sure did. It was mostly mine that I was thinking of when I killed him.
What I mean by that question is...
I put my life over his own. I mean, he was shit. Let's not get that wrong. It's not like he was some saint or something. It's not like he did a bunch of good in the community and saved lives on a daily basis. He was a leech. But I still valued my life more than his. And that's where I put that. It's frankly all I know anymore because my existence has depended on that. On deception and fighting for my survival. It's the only reason I'm alive. It's because I'm good at that.
How does that square with you, Adeline?
You're all very sad.
Yeah, we are.
It just makes me sad. Really. Not in a I don't want it to sound like I'm sad for you. I don't know how to say this with words.
I don't think many of us do, but we're all trying.
You seem to be doing it successfully. You have this place. You have each other.
I meant the expressing the emotions with words.
All right.
That's really the part that I meant. It's a struggle.
I can't comment on things that have happened in the past. I can only comment on things that have happened in the past 24 hours. In the past 24 hours, give or take, I went from being completely alone and arrested for a crime I did not commit to meeting 4 people who are some of the most eccentric people I've ever met in my life. One of whom is someone that I thought was dead, And we kind of broke out of prison legally.
It's the best way to do it.
First time for everything.
And I don't think right now, in this moment of time, that any of you are garbage people. That could change in a day.
Give
I
it
might
time.
turn out there. Right
Well,
now,
I have a question, though.
Hmm?
What was the murder that you didn't commit?
What do you mean?
The one you got arrested for? Just now? Is that what you
I
mean?
got arrested for that
Yes.
one.
Yes, that one. That
one.
murder, yes. Not
Oh.
ours. I know about ours. I was there.
Is-
Oh. Well, here's. Okay. I was following you.
There it is. And Johnny's hand goes to his holster.
So, I was talking around town and heard because someone pointed at me and said, "Hey, you look like some person who was in here just a little bit ago asking about you." And I said, "Oh, where did they go?" And I paid them the rest of my money, and they told me, kind of. And I tried to find you, and kind of did, and then you were running through the streets, and I didn't really, you seemed like you were going somewhere important, and I didn't really want to stop you. Then you went, like, into a crypt type thing, and I just thought I'd wait, and I was sitting there, and they came up to me and said, "Hey, you look suspicious." And then boop, boop. Fast forward this really uncomfortable game.
Going better than last time.
I mean, it's probably more depressing, but a little less chaotic.
I haven't used mind magic on anyone yet.
It's always a plus.
Yeah.
Oh,
That we know of.
if you
I mean,
start
he just said in the truth, so
Yeah.
let me know that if that happens, and then I'll start using fist magic.
Unfortunately, you won't know until it's too late.
I'll just ask you. Because apparently, truth is very important. Honesty with amongst thieves or whatever.
Johnny's gonna kind of smile wickedly and say, "You bet, if you think that'll work."
So who's next? This is so much fun. Aren't you
Hamish!
glad we did
Hamish.
this?
I think Hamish is next.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree with Johnny.
Someone
for once.
ask Hamish something. Hamish, why do you put rocks in dead people?
I
I
I'm
can
glad
answer
you
that
asked
one.
it.
Oh, I mean, that's my religion. That's what we do to, commit the dead as a sacrifice to our god.
Okay, why is your god
That
the
was
devourer?
not my answer. That was not my... Who was your god?
His name is the Devourer.
What does he devour?
Yeah, Adeline, let's talk about this. What
The
fuck?
bodies. Clearly, he
How
devours
is-
the bodies we sacrifice.
Bodies.
Wait,
It's God.
wait. Excuse me. Hold on just a moment. Just want to back up to the devourer part.
Need different music for this shit.
So he.
Where's Wretched Destroyer?
He devours the bodies that you toss over the side of your boats with rocks in them. Just
Yeah.
a point of order about that.
That's a ritual sacrifice.
Not if they're already dead.
Johnny just looks at Mixed Magpie. You really think that dead bodies can't be part of a sacrifice?
No, they
A
can't.
tribute.
But if they
part of a ritual.
Okay,
A tribute.
That's
Sorry.
That's fine. Yes, that's absolutely what it
So
is. But my question is, how do you know who the Devourer is? Have you seen him? Have you spoken to him? Does he talk to you in your dreams?
Or her? Or they?
That's what I'm wondering.
No, it's just, I mean, it's not, I don't have a strong one-on-one connection, but it was just the way I was raised, the religion I was taught. I mean, it's like other religions, I could do, the magic stuff from the, because of my belief and faith, I think. That's what I was taught.
You get magic from your faith?
Yeah.
Are you
We are
comfortable
not
with
all
this whole
born with it.
devourer thing?
Yeah, I mean, just want some dead bodies. That seems fine. It's just, I don't know, I grew up doing it. It's like, it's just a habit, tradition.
Okay,
Some people
okay,
celebrate
so
holidays. We
do
throw
they-
off bodies.
Does your god want you to kill the people so that they become dead bodies
No,
for
it's
it,
not like,
or
it's not
just
like, hey,
take
Jeffy
your
down,
dead and give them to me?
Jeffy down at the bar needs to get his throat slit. It's just, okay, just make the regular, throw the bodies over when they're dead, and he's happy.
Wait,
Safe
Adeline,
travels.
Adeline, do you worship the Devourer?
No.
Okay, so it's not running in the family then.
But do you also throw bodies overboard with rocks in them?
Right.
I mean, she
Yes,
already
because
said
then
that.
They sink faster. They sink instead of float, and then you don't have to worry about things like, sharks or people trailing you. We're also looking for dead bodies.
So you're feeding the Devourer without knowing it.
Well, apparently.
Or there's no Devourer. Hello. Sorry, Hamish.
Well, there's obviously something. He
You can
can
believe what you want. I get power from it. I don't need to convert you. I mean, I got pamphlets upstairs, I think.
No,
One of
that's
my
I
not.
would
No.
love to see one.
Okay.
No.
Fucking
Show me in the
pamphlets.
morning.
What does your pamphlet look like?
That's like a third date question.
It's on a nice parchment. It's like an
We're skipping through
eggshell
all the
color.
dates.
It's really nice calligraphy. We had a guy on the boat who did
Okay,
it.
what kind of information is there on it?
Oh, just,
It's more what I meant.
about the god, the devourer, about how, just appeasing him with sacrifices will give you safe travels when you're traveling.
Oh,
What
so
sorts
they
of
are
sacrifices?
sacrifices.
There it
Well,
is.
I mean, now you put it in my head. So, yeah, I mean, a little bit. I don't know if it says sacrifices in the pamphlet. It probably says something like tribute, but, I mean, same diff.
No, they're different.
They are.
Johnny just stares at the ground. So anyway, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear any of that.
You've never questioned that, Hamish?
Not really. I mean, it was just kind of traditions we did growing up.
You never questioned your own traditions?
No,
It was
I
a
didn't really
tradition
think-
for my father to have all kinds of parties at his house that were absolutely horrifying. I questioned that because they were horrifying.
What made him horrifying?
Are we going to get into that?
I asked. We're in the zone of truth. Might as well say.
Yikes.
Johnny just steps back a little bit.
I lean in a little bit.
Syl is just going to sort of see if Mixed Magpie reciprocates or consents. Syl will just kind of hold her hand.
Yes, she will hold your hand back.
Okay.
My father had a number of mistresses that my mother frequently asked him not to have. And he continued with them in front of her as long as he wanted, because he ran the house. No one else did. My brothers did the same. And whenever I wanted to have time with my father, he always found some way to send me away from him, to send me outside. And if I ever caught him doing something I knew he shouldn't be doing, that was when he would send me out into our fields where there was a labyrinth, and he wouldn't let me out for hours. So his parties sucked. Not to mention the fact that he was an abusive piece of shit. So when we had the chance to torture him in my basement, that was why it was so utterly satisfying. So his traditions of not listening to those around him were awful. Because traditions sometimes are shit. And traditions mean no one's questioned this. And if they have, I haven't listened. And anytime someone says the phrase, "this is how we've always done it," that usually means something dangerous is happening that's hurting someone.
You see, so this is new for Adeline, but no one else, except for like the moment of that it happens. But Mixed Magpie's glass is refilled as a bottle just sort of hovers over near her and just pours a nice heavy pour in the glass that I'm sure has been drained already. And then the bottle hovers over away and sits back on the bar.
Adeline will look at the bottle she's been drinking out of. That is like, it's pretty well gone through.
Thanks, Leaf. Oh, Mana's haunted. That's Leaf. He used to run this place before he died. Anyway.
You should try to talk to him if you're able to.
I'll get to that. Your father is shit.
So when we have a definition of terrible,
I will
he's
use
terrible.
that as a basis.
Yeah, that's a good one. And Syl just squeezes Mixed Magpie's hand a little.
She will squeeze back.
Also, I'm a little bit freaked out that you do live in a haunted house. That is a...
Oh, he's fine.
Yeah.
Leaf is great. He helps keep the place in order.
He's a friendly ghost.
I haven't met any friendly ghosts.
Have you met any
You
ghosts?
met unfriendly ghosts?
Oh. Oh.
We're all kind of shacked up in here, and Leaf is about the only eligible bachelor left in the building, so maybe you two can, like, use possession to a whole new level.
Wow.
You could pay me and we could try.
Yeah.
What?
Are you into ghosts?
I'm not into ghosts, and I'm not into...
Are you afraid
How
of
do you
ghosts?
know?
Well, the ghosts are... I don't... No. Anyway...
I just said that to make you uncomfortable. I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry.
It was very successful.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, that... What...
Yeah.
Threw me off.
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I don't like keep saying that. What I mean to say is I knew what I was doing when I did it. But you're Hamish's sister, so I should be nicer.
Alright, that's not a requirement. If I'm a shitty person,
Yeah.
you have to be nice to me.
Yeah, but you're not so far.
What's the worst thing you ever did?
Yeah, there we go. That's a good question, Johnny. Yes. Still will, like, reach her glass out to, like, clink with Johnny, actually.
The worst thing I ever did.
Good one.
Oh. Well, I did accidentally kill one of my crewmates. By accidentally, they were possessed by a ghost.
Oh shit! Oh.
Johnny turns around and acts like he's busy with something.
Wait, Wait, does the zone of truth expand to like actions that are lies?
No, I think it's just words.
He just like picks up a plate and starts polishing it.
Just with your hand.
Yeah.
You just start rubbing
It was full of food. You just dump it out. You're like, I gotta watch this.
Anything to avoid eye contact. And he'll
That was pretty terrible.
He'll slowly start making his way over to him.
Oh.
No, I haven't done too many terrible things. Well, besides that was actually, it was a very not great. Giving up the idea that my family was still alive, that was a bad thing for me. That was a terrible thing. Apparently it's not true.
Are you the reason that like you and Hamish got separated? Did you secretly do something that like made you separate?
I don't think so, unless I somehow created a giant maelstrom in the middle of the ocean, which maybe.
Wait. Oh, so a storm separated you all?
So here's what I remember. I was roughly 8 to 10 years old. Hamish was a wee baby. And us and our fathers, we were going to travel up the coast to do some trading business. And, well, they were taking us because we were children. And there was a terrible storm. And most of us, well, as far as I know, I was the only one that survived. Because I was in the middle of the wreckage and a ship found me. And that's the ship that I grew up on.
Who do you think's responsible for the storm, if anyone?
You know, I really hadn't thought about blaming someone for it. So I have no fucking clue.
Have you ever thought about blaming a god?
They're directly at Hamish.
Not very religious, Magpie, are you?
No. The opposite. I believe in actions and what you do in this life, not what you do for someone that you've never interacted with.
I like you a lot.
Yeah,
Me?
So I didn't think about it being a god or magic. I just thought it was the end of the world.
Maybe
10 and the sky was falling.
maybe there weren't enough tributes to the Devourer that week. Or maybe the Devourer did it anyway, just to ruin your life.
Or maybe Hamish was chosen as a wee babe. Wouldn't that be lovely? You were the reason that our fathers were dead. That would be great.
I mean, I don't look too much into it. I don't look into it that much. I kind of just throw the bodies over and then get the pamphlets. That's about it.
Yeah. Huh. But I mean, the gods do. I mean, Mixed Magpie, I'm kind of there with you, but like the gods definitely, I mean, they definitely do things. They hold sway. I mean, I don't know where I get my magic, but there are indications it comes from something like the gods.
What if it was just you? Have you ever thought that you're maybe a god? Have you ever thought that actually those of us down here are the gods? We're the ones in control of what happens and doesn't happen, and sometimes shit that is natural just occurs.
Well, the thing is, I can speak Infernal, and I never went to school. You know what I'm saying? So, like, why would my godhood teach me a language from another dimension?
In Infernal, Magpie will respond, I do know what you mean.
Yeah, see? And it's like, I'll be honest, it's like I don't even know I'm doing it when I do it, but once you and I started talking, I realized I was doing it.
Yeah, I need to check Sill's languages. Yep, Sill understood that. I studied this. You all just learned it.
Yeah.
Like, naturally.
Yeah.
I worked to understand and be able to speak this.
I could just do it one day.
I will never understand what that is. I have had to work to do anything that I've been able to do.
Johnny will say in Infernal, well, I mean, you could, like, turn into a rug.
I practiced! The first time was very rough!
Okay, but, like, you could change into things
The teeth chatted
innately.
a lot!
That's fair, that's fair. But you could change
I had
into
no
things-
control over that.
You could change into things kind of innately at first. So at least you got that going for you, that's nice.
Kind of. But, like, you have no idea how much rigorous everything went into what I can do now.
No, I don't know what that's like.
It was a lot of training.
I
and
practiced.
It's not by my choice.
I practiced for a whole day to learn how to shoot 2 guns at once.
So
Magpie's
just
gonna take a
stares
big old
at
drink.
Johnny.
A better part of an afternoon, but it felt like a whole day.
This conversation feels like a whole year.
I'm
Has
done
this
with
whole
it if y'all
conversation
are.
been an Infernal?
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
sure is.
I have no idea what they're saying.
I have no fucking clue what they're
Not even a
saying.
little bit.
Sorry.
So,
Really weird.
Sorry, yeah, I'm sorry, that was a little rude.
Just kind of slipped into
Hamish,
it.
Yeah.
do you miss Jirok?
Yeah.
Who's that?
He was my business partner and best friend.
I'm gonna make a snide remark, but it wasn't going to be truthful, and then I couldn't.
Do you miss him?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Me too. Oh, shit, my mic. Oh. I just realized my mic is in a wildly different position. But as long as people can hear me.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Okay, good.
Can hear everything as normal.
Awesome. I miss him a lot. He was good and he tried, even though he was possessed by like the king that threw him off a cliff or whatever.
Yeah, that was a whole weird thing.
Sure was.
He was the best
But I-
of us.
By a wide margin.
Sure hope that he has found his son or something, or get rid of whatever the hell is in him that caused him to be such a dick to me and to us. He sure did say some terrible things when he wasn't him.
Yeah.
Are we sure he wasn't him?
Yeah, he was possessed by like his eyes went red, his whole demeanor changed.
Yeah, but he was still speaking as him for a while there, and it was very weird.
Yeah, but you and Mixed Magpie kind of treated him like garbage.
I can't deny that.
I miss him.
Yeah.
I think if I get powerful enough, I can like send him messages. I've seen that done, and then maybe one day, I'm not gonna try real hard, so hopefully it just happens. I can like teleport to him or something someday. You know, like those big powerful wizards can do.
Hasn't lost himself,
Yeah,
and he's still Jirok.
yeah, that's my hope. I can like Hamish and I can like teleport to Jirok for the summer, hang out with him, like go hunting, sleep in the woods,
Nice.
and then like teleport back. That's my dream.
I'd like that.
Yeah. It's gonna have to get handed to me though, because I'm not studying magic.
Well.
Johnny just stares at Mixed Magpie. At least I'm being honest. Because I'm compelled to. Alright, I'm leaving. Johnny starts to walk away.
Alright.
Good night.
Well, I suppose this is over. Good night.
Mish, can I talk to you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait, one question first, if that's okay.
Sure.
Adeline, do you feel you're worthy of trust?
I'd like to think so.
What makes you... Okay. What makes you think you are? What makes you think you aren't?
Well, I'd like to pride myself as a fairly truthful and honest person. I just don't want to lose everything again.
Are you willing to compromise other people in this room so that you don't lose your brother?
She doesn't answer.
Are you willing to protect other people in this room because they're close to your brother?
That's a bit easier to do. I'm very good at protecting people. Oh, sorry. On the mic! To say that again. It's a bit easier to do. I'm a bit better at protecting people. I hope nothing comes between any of us.
Do you have any deep, dark secrets?
Do you?
I asked first. Things you're afraid of us finding out? I'll simplify it. What are you most afraid of us finding out?
I don't think that's a fair question.
I mean, you can describe the thing without saying the thing.
Just not answer.
Maybe we try this again tomorrow.
Maybe. I don't think I got quite drunk enough for it to be fun.
Yeah, how much have people been drinking, by the way?
I drank my entire bottle.
Roll me a con save, please. Next Magpie, what about you?
I mean, I think she's probably had like 5 or 6 shots by this point.
Con save, please.
I've drank,
Hamish?
I've drank enough.
Hamish has not. I mean, I'll do one too. He's probably had a little bit, but not as much as everyone else. It's been a very dour conversation.
Yeah, Syl has not been drinking nearly as much as the others.
18.
Okay. Next Magpie.
15.
Okay. And then one more from each of you, please. And Johnny, you said you had enough and you rolled one?
Yeah, 16.
With your infernal constitution, I'll say that you're basically fine.
Yeah, unfortunately.
What's that face, Emma?
I got an 8.
So for a while you did fine, but it was the turn really came after Leaf refilled your glass and you had talked about, your own family and history.
Cool.
Or in detail. That kind of, after that, you kind of went a certain way. What about Adeline?
13 for the second one.
You're feeling it, but you are pretty much in control of your faculties.
Yeah.
Mixed Magpie, you were considered drunk.
Hell yeah.
That's not new for her.
I got one more question. Val, if we didn't have to go find your family home, would you have done it? Ever?
I think if I felt empowered enough to do so, yes. I think finding out whether or not I felt I could do that would have been, reassessed multiple times along the way. But I think I would have at least explored that in some capacity, yes. Just wouldn't have been anywhere near as soon.
Okay.
Johnny's been sitting on the stairs listening in, and he's like laying down looking up at the ceiling on the stairs. He's like, Hamish, this is over. Let's go to bed.
I need to borrow Hamish for just a second, Johnny. I'll send him up in a minute.
Okay, fine. And I drag myself upstairs to bed.
Just kind of sit there awkwardly.
Val just sort of squeezes. Uh-oh.
Oh,
No,
R.I.P.
but I need.
It's okay.
It's fine. We'll just be body parts.
Real quick, I'll just say, because we'll go to break real soon. Val says to Mixed Magpie, she just kind of squeezes her hand. They squeeze her hand and say, I'm ready to retire. How are you?
I'm also ready to retire, but before we sleep, I have one question, but I can wait till we get upstairs.
Splendid. And those two head upstairs, and Johnny drags himself upstairs, and Mixed Magpie probably steps over Johnny to get there.
Oh, I straddle him briefly.
Yeah, absolutely.
What?
And say good night.
Because they're going upstairs and I haven't pulled myself up yet.
That's right. And I think this is a good opportunity to take a quick break. We are going to be back in about 5 minutes, and we will see you all very shortly to see what Adeline would like to discuss with her newfound brother, and see what sort of question Mixed Magpie has for Syl. And we'll also find out whether or not Johnny drags himself up the stairs successfully. We will be back very soon. Thank you, everybody, so much for participating in that hype train earlier. We really appreciate all of your support, the subscriptions, the follows, the bits. Don't forget to make sure that you are entered into our giveaway. Maybe take the opportunity during our break to make sure that you've entered that. And we'll be back shortly.
Cool.
Welcome back. All right. So, I think where we'll pick up is I want to ask first, Johnny, are you trying to pull yourself up the stairs? Or are you trying to hang back and wait for Hamish?
I shouldn't lie to Hamish. I mean,
Are you trying to like eavesdrop on the situation, or are you trying to just go up to bed like you said you were going to? I'll rephrase it that way.
Yeah, that's better. That is much better. I think. Oh God, I think that Johnny gets up and then stops because he just can't. He just can't let go yet. He can't.
Are you trying to be sneaky about it?
Sure. Yeah.
Roll me stealth.
Oh, that's horribly cocked. 24.
Okay. I'm assuming, Adeline, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm assuming that you're trying to make sure no one is in the vicinity. Roll me a perception check. And Hamish, if you feel like you would be paying attention to that, roll it. Otherwise, what's your passive?
14, but Hamish
yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I am.
It's only a 17.
Okay.
So your friends are
What
really
do I
nice.
want to happen first? Hang on. There's two different things that I know are going to happen right now, and I'm trying to decide because they're happening in tandem a little bit. I'll tell you what. We'll start here, and I'll cut in with the other thing when I feel it's appropriate. Adeline, Hamish, you feel that you are alone. You think you're alone now.
So your friends are... Do we still have to tell the truth?
It's probably faded by now, I imagine. It's like
Your friends are really nice.
Probably right at the tail end you tingle, but like the spell
Your friends
lets you
are
know.
really nice.
Yep, there you go. It took you a minute to get it out there, but you did.
it was a little that time we played it was a little sadder than the first time, a little more intense. It wasn't so much a fun get to know you game as it was an intense delve into our horrid pasts and depression.
Yeah, I felt that there was a lot of personal baggage that was being worked out, and I felt a little bit bad for being here. I wanted to ask you something.
All right.
Well, a couple of things. Do you want me here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you really?
Yeah, I want to get to know you. If you're a dick, you can leave, but at least I'd like to be able to talk to you and figure out what you like.
It seems weird that you wouldn't even think to try to find out anything about where you were from, or if you even had any family. Spent 20 fucking years looking for your sorry ass.
I mean, it was never something I knew. I think when I was younger, when I was growing up on the boat, I was curious where I was from, but, I got a family. I had someone who raised me. I had people I knew all throughout my life. I made my own life, and as I got older, it stopped mattering so much where it came from. I'm not defined by where I came out of. I'm defined by the choices I made and the people that raised me. Not that I don't want to get to know you. I'm just being honest. Why I stopped looking. Why I didn't really care to look so much.
Do you like it here?
I do. It's, I like, despite the occasional aggressiveness of the group and, sadness that lingers throughout this whole place, I enjoy being with them and I trust them.
Why? Why do you trust them? Why should I trust them?
I don't know if you should yet. I mean, trust is something that's earned, not just given because I say so. I trust them because I've seen them kill for each other, lie for each other. But that's my experience. fuck each other. But it's been a while. It's been a couple months, and it's been good so far.
Did I trust you?
You can definitely trust me. Even without the zone, I am a very honest person.
I feel like that might be a family trait.
That's good. I appreciate honesty. Mine's a waste of time.
Lying is a waste of time. It really is.
What about you? Do you think you'll stay? If you like it?
Well, a bar is very nice. That Val character, not to speak ill of your friends, but she doesn't seem to like me very much.
I don't think she's ever seemed to like anyone when we first met him. I'm trying to think. Let me bring it back now. No, not once. I don't think. It starts at maybe her highest is like ambivalence, and then it just goes down from there.
Oh, well, at least it's consistent. Yeah, I think I'd like to stick around. Haven't been in one place for a while. It might be nice.
You should try it. I mean, see what you think. See what you think of the place. I'm sure that we can find work for you here. And then, worst case scenario, we're about a 10-minute walk from a boat, and you can just hop back on and go to wherever.
Right. What would I do?
Well, your skills are what, piracy?
That was my occupation.
Fists and piracy? I mean, I was going to be the bouncer, but I guess we could do a 2-person bouncer gig. I don't think we have a bartender yet. I know Magpie and Johnny were interviewing a bunch of sex workers a little while ago. Oh crap, we do have a ghost.
Leaf refills your glass as you say
Dang
this.
it. Ah, yeah, you're right. Leaf has been... He's a killer bartender. I mean, maybe 2 bouncers. We can talk to the group, 2 bouncers.
It's a little on the short
maybe
side
we
as
could
he
have
cuts
a
off the
couple-
pour early.
I'm so sorry.
Have you considered 2 bartenders? One more visible than the other.
Leaf does a great job. You gotta you gotta be nice to him. He's a really good guy. And I think he might get defensive about the position. So I would say maybe bound. What else are you good at?
You
can play
Hamish
the
with your
flute.
perception.
Yes.
So sorry.
Okay.
Hamish with your perception, you see that Leaf has written in the dust on the mirror. Or actually, you've probably set up some sort of like chalk system or something.
Okay.
I'll say that there's that. Leaf kind of like writes in the dust on a chalkboard that he writes the word server.
Server, that's an option.
Is this your resident ghost saying they would be a server? They are a server, or they assume that I would be a server?
I would assume
serve no one.
I would assume the last. Leaf, yes, no.
Oh, and then hostess and a question mark, and then like just more question marks.
I'll put it in consideration.
Marketing or have you fucked a lot of people? I mean, that's
Barback.
Uh,
then Barback appears on the board.
we can workshop it with the group too. It doesn't have to be. I'm not really in charge of the business here.
I can brew a lot of different kinds of things. If you want like a house ale. Why
Might
are
be
you
good.
all so incredibly fascinated about my sexual history?
Oh no, we just have a lot of. I mean, this is like a brothel / tavern, so we do employ a variety of sex workers.
Right. I'm not particularly interested in that avenue, but I appreciate your curiosity.
Okay. So we got maybe Bobak. We got maybe Brewer. We got maybe Bouncer. We got some options to work with.
Thank you so much, Runaway Robot, for the raid. Welcome to the garbage world of Waterdeep.
Welcome.
Make sure to enter our giveaway, folks.
Right. Options for the future. Good. Planning. Very good at planning. I don't know how to say this. I didn't want to answer your friend earlier because I don't trust her.
Any particular reason? Or, I mean, like I said earlier, trust has to be earned, generally speaking.
Right, and I feel like she hasn't earned my trust. I don't think I've earned hers either.
I mean, yeah, probably. You probably both don't trust each other yet. It's going to take time and, in my experience, a little bit of murder together to really get to that level, I think, in my experience with this group.
Right. But I do trust you, Hamish. I do.
I trust you too.
Some bit of me that can't help it, I guess. But I don't think I have any deep dark secrets that I'm aware of.
I mean, killing the guy on your boat, killing a...
Well, I mean, that's not exactly a deep dark secret, as I told you.
Okay, well then, but that was what you felt worst about when you were telling the truth, right?
I suppose so. It's one of the things. That's a terrible thing that I've done.
Any others popping off the top of your head?
I think I technically stole this from you. It was
What
a
is
gift.
it?
It's a necklace. It's a necklace.
Is it just pretty? Does it do anything?
Does it? I don't think it does. No, it was a gift from my father. Oh God, I'm all tangled up in everything. No, they carved us each one, and I lost mine, and I just took yours because you were a baby.
I think it suits you.
That was pretty bad.
What?
It's like the last thing that's theirs. I mean, it was pretty bad. It was pretty shitty for a kid to do. I don't know. I've not done terrible things. I've sure I've killed people.
I mean, that's too.
Not exactly terrible.
I think you'll fit in just fine.
Oh, that's good. I definitely wasn't lying though when I said that I was afraid of everything just being gone. Like, I really don't want to lose you again.
Have you ever been really alone before?
You can be alone and still be surrounded by people. I was alone for 20 years. I had a whole entire ship full of people keeping me company.
You didn't feel close to them?
There's some that I did. But I don't know, I guess I was distracted. I fought for so long to try to find something that I thought was lost. And I thought I was fighting a losing battle. So I honestly didn't think any of you were alive. So I guess it kind of kept me from getting close to anyone else, because if I found you, well, I was going to leave everyone else behind, so why get close to anyone else? Although I did not stop to consider that maybe you were actually a terrible person, because that would have been like a truly terrible. Now that I know where the bar is set for terrible, a truly terrible person, and you're not, which is good.
I think if you would have said, if I had died and you spent your whole life never connecting with anyone in the hopes that you could find someone who you're just related to, that would have been a very depressing and lonely life. So, I mean, I'm glad you're here and I hope it works out, but I don't think you should base your life on just who you share blood with. That's not how I was raised, or what I believe.
Well, if I'm not going anywhere, I guess I could start with something. Something here, I guess. I don't know.
He'll put a hand on your shoulder and say, well, hopefully, slowly, you start earning some trust with everyone else. Mainly Val. But everyone else too.
Yeah, might take a little bit longer.
Yeah. All right.
I found you.
Yeah.
I really am.
I am too. I think I'm gonna get heading to bed. Any other questions?
We're not stuck in the truth game anymore.
Sorry, what? Sorry, more time.
I said we're not stuck in that truth game anymore. I'm not required to ask you any more questions.
No, I was just asking if you had any.
Do you really like him?
Yeah, I do. And I trust him.
Good. Because if he was a dick, I was just gonna punch his face.
Well,
If he is a dick,
not
I'm
to
going to
us.
just punch his face.
He's never been a dick to me or the people I care about and live with.
All right. Just gonna stay.
Remember all that work Hamish did to get Johnny to be nicer to the people he was being a dick to in this house?
No, he was never a dick to anyone who didn't have it coming.
Listen, we all had it coming.
Not in Hamish's eyes. Not really.
I'm just gonna stay at the bar. I'm gonna drink some more before I go to bed.
I'm smiling at you like a half hug.
I'm just gonna lean into it.
Sleep well. Let me know if you need anything. And he'll start heading up to Johnny in his room.
So while this happened, Johnny,
Yeah.
after you made the decision to start heading up the stairs, you stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And you made the conscious effort to hide
Yep.
the fact that you were staying within earshot. You sure did hear, I'll say, a good portion of the beginning of that conversation. And then, as one does, your hands kind of absentmindedly kind of wander and stuff, and you end up brushing across the stone of galore. And you hear, "Hello, Johnny.
Hey, kitten.
Where have you been? It's been so long."
You're lonely too, huh?
I have a imperfect understanding of the emotion that you call loneliness. But I suppose I have a form of that. What have you been doing today? Have you learned anything interesting?
I'll tell the stone well, this is telepathically, so I'll just tell them about the jail stuff. And I'm like, I'm still keeping the bad people away from you. And then I tried to get to know someone new. And I tried to be there for my boyfriend. That was my day, Stone.
Oh, well, I know normally we say that, attuning to an object takes a long rest. I will say that because you spent so much time just kind of hanging out, talking and stuff, if you would like to become attuned
I would.
to this item at this point.
I would.
Yes?
I basically pulled it out and I'm spinning it.
Okay. This is going to instigate a few things.
Yeah,
First.
Oh no.
Right. Johnny, what would you say are your greatest desires?
My greatest desires are to keep Hamish safe and happy and comfortable. That's paramount. And then right underneath that, I want to be young, beautiful, powerful, and rich.
Okay, next thing, I need you to roll a percentile die.
I don't know what this means. I have percentile die. Okay, void. 33. Weird. Feels weird. Feels uneven. Feels mediocre. Feels weird.
Okay, that one. Okay, and I need you to roll another percentile die, please.
Okay. 40. 40. Things are happening. I have no idea what's going on.
They sure are. Okay. So, I'll tell you a little bit more about what it means to be attuned to the Stone of Galore later. But first, in this conversation, let me pull zoom back up so I can see your face while I say this. You hear the stone say, "So you don't understand where your power comes from. Would you like to know?"
Yeah, that'd be great.
Are you sure you don't know? What do you know of where your power comes from, Johnny?
When I was young, I would make bad things happen around me, like people would get unlucky. And so people got hurt around me, so they, like, isolated me away from people, my parents did. So I would stay, they would keep me in my room, and if I came out, they would hit me, so I just stayed in my room. But then I got too powerful, and then I went on the streets.
There's some part of you that does know.
Really?
You know the tongue.
Oh. the infernal thing. So I have devil magic?
Are you truly unaware?
Yeah. I don't really think about it. Well, I mean, how do you know? How do you know it's devil magic? Yeah, I can speak infernal, but I can heal too.
Knowledge is very important, Johnny.
So, do you know, are you going to tell me?
I can help you understand.
Oh, that's nice.
If I help you understand, will you do something for me?
Oh, yeah, if it's not too heinous. If it's only moderately heinous.
You are a child of the ninth, Johnny.
Come again?
You are a child of the ninth, Johnny.
The ninth or the ninth?
Ninth.
Oh, like the ninth inning?
Like the number 9, yes.
Oh, okay.
You are a ninth child by a ninth child.
I was an only child.
You were a ninth child, Johnny.
Okay, I mean, what happened to my other siblings?
I do not think you understand my meaning.
I sure don't. I'm real pretty, but I'm not real bright.
I will help you make sense of everything.
Oh. What do I gotta do for that?
Well, it is difficult for me to convey so much information that you have within you while you are in this state. It will be better conveyed to you through a dream.
Oh. I can sleep.
In your unconscious.
Oh.
I can help your mind unwork the things that it knows but does not know.
Wow. That's really cool. Well, I'm gonna get laid first, and then I usually take a nap after that, so. You can definitely do that. Yep.
That should help you sleep better.
Yeah, see, you know. So is that it?
We can talk more about this further later.
Right. Are you gonna tell me what you want me to do yet? Or are you saving that for later? Are you playing hard to get?
It will be difficult for you to understand my request before you understand the nature of your power, Johnny.
Fuck. And then from the stairs, I shout, Hamish!
And that's where we're gonna call it tonight.
Oh no, y'all, what is happening? Oh no.
Johnny!
That's me.
While attuned to the Stone of Galore, all holy water near you is destroyed.
What the fuck?
Within 10 feet of you is destroyed. Just a little caveat that I would like to let you know now.
Did anyone have any?
I'll say that just because of the things that you've come across and some of the things that you've done, we'll say that you had some. The vial just kind of. Okay, we'll say that Hamish did.
It's in his bag in his room. He never uses it.
And when you do get up the stairs, it'll be gone. It will be destroyed.
It just shatters.
Basically, the vial will shatter and it will just sort of boil and sort of evaporate away.
Oh, that's horrifying. It boils in the vial and explodes.
Yep.
Okay, great.
Mm-mm.
This is good.
You also feel very very sure of your own mind for this time. You are immune to charm and frighten.
Oh, fuck. Oh, the percentage dice.
Yep.
Okay.
Only you had that.
I honestly love the way this one played out.
Okay. So the Stone of Galore is not an item I can add on D&D Beyond.
I would say no at this point.
Okay. I'll make a note.
There are other things that you can do that you will be allowed to do. I will tell you about those later. I think I'll tell you about that next session, probably, at the point where it becomes... Yeah, we're going to have there'll be a whole thing next session where you'll learn more about the stone and you'll learn more about other things.
This is fine.
Things are moving, folks.
They sure are. Are we level 5 yet?
You know, technically, module-wise, you shouldn't be. We've been level 4 for so long, though. I'll talk to Ty about it.
I would love to punch things twice.
That would be very nice.
Be very good.
Yeah, I think we're like on the cusp of it, regardless. So we'll chat. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for all of this. I forgot to change music while I talked to Johnny. Whoops. It's fine.
Kind of still worked.
It did. But the other one will work for later. All right. Well, thank you everyone for being here. We love you all very much. We're going to go around real quick and just say our goodbyes. And at the end of this, we are going to raid someone. I will let you know that in a minute. But let's start with Ty. Can you please tell us who you are, where we can find you, like what's going on, anything you want to plug, and your list your favorite moments. I like doing favorite moments for this stuff.
I'm Ty. You can find me at Ball and Brawler on Twitter. You can also find me at Mythos Mystery Society on Twitch and YouTube. Tomorrow night, we're starting our campaign for our 4th campaign for Arkham Horror, the card game, which is the Dream Eaters. And my favorite moment from the evening, there was a lot of good ones. How horrible the stone is pretty great, because out of the whole group where we don't trust anyone, I trust the stone the least. Shady ass artifact. That's me.
All right, thank you. Maria.
Hello, it's me. I'm Maria. You can find me at Happy Capster on Twitter. I am also part of Goblin Society Games at Society Goblins on Twitter. It's been a bit backlogged, but tomorrow there should be a giant upload. So keep an eye out for that, since I have time now. But a bunch of 5e magic items with Goblin Society Games, trying to make a book. It's going to be awesome. It's really, really cool. Other things I'm doing. I am in a game of Burning Wheel on Sunday nights. This past Sunday night, we took a week off. All of us needed some breathing room, but next week we'll be back solving mysteries as magic siblings, because that's apparently my theme for this year. It's just be siblings with everyone you play with. And that's really fun. It's on Corey Hickson's Twitch channel at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time, or whatever it is now. And that's all I'm doing.
Emma! Thank you, Maria, by the way. Oh, wait. Did you say favorite
moments? Favorite moment. Okay.
Thank you. Sorry, Emma.
Favorite moment. Syl asking, what are you most afraid of us finding out? I'm like, well, just not answer that that question threw me off more so than the do you want to have sex with the ghost? But I loved it.
All right, Emma, please.
Hello. I am Emma. You can find me at MK Hansen on Twitter. For now, you can only find me here on Tuesdays. But follow my Twitter. There might be something in the works at some point in the future, but I don't know. I don't know if I can say anything about it. So here we are. My favorite moment from tonight was I actually really liked the discussion about what defines someone who is terrible. How are we defining that here? What does it mean to be terrible? I always like the discussions about how you're defining, I guess, a moral spectrum. And that's me.
Very good.
Good shit. Hi,
Yeah.
So, hi, I'm Matthew Foreman, folks. I'm at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. Be sure to check us here tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central for Ghost in the Machine. We're going to be remote for the next few weeks, and we might even use that opportunity to have a guest or two on from the wider community. We'll see. My favorite, and yeah, Big Boy season is 9:30 p.m. Central. And I am on, I'm actually doing things again. I'm on Corey Hickson's channel at 8:30 p.m. Central for Blades in the Dark on Saturday. My favorite moment was, I don't think I can pick a favorite moment because there was a lot of really awesome role play tonight. Everyone, it's such an honor to sit at a table with people who have the skills, who give other people space, who trust one another, who role play, who commit. It is such a beautiful, beautiful thing to be part of this group, and y'all are just wonderful. That was awesome. And the fucking stone, good God. The DMing.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
So, thank you.
I think that leads us to me. Hello, I am Alexis. You can find me at Fox Fanato on the Twitters. I'm here every Tuesday, co-running this dumpster fire in the garbage world of Waterdeep. But you can also find me here almost every day of the week. Mondays and Fridays, I do an art stream, and it's a lot of fun. Ooh, y'all. Wednesdays is Ghost in the Machine, and that's a lot because Matthew puts us through the ringer. And yeah. I'm working on some projects, so follow me on Twitter if you are interested in stuff like D&D King Queer that I'm making because this campaign basically necessitated it. Yes, that's right, Emma. This is your fault, and I'm not mad about it. Other than that, we've got some things about the channel going on. Like I said, we have our 1,200 follower giveaway going on. So make sure you're following the channel. Make sure you're entered in our giveaway. Make sure you are also subscribed if you can. Give subscribe to those less fortunate if you are able. And help us meet our goal for our little Space Potato one-shot. Help us bring you more of the content that, you have come to expect from us. Listen, it'll be wild. It'll be a lot of fun. That is as much as I can definitely promise you. Other than that, thank you all for being here. We're going to raid Featherfall. We're going to raid New to the Party. New to the Party is up, and we want to show them all of the love and more that you've all given us. So take the cry of, I don't know, what should our rate?
Well, before we read, do you have a favorite
throw
moment?
the plot emote in there. Oh, a favorite moment. Fuck. I think my favorite moment was when Johnny attuned to the stone. Johnny attuned to the stone, and I think sub-favorite moment is when, the Stone of Galore said basically, like, ask Johnny to do something for them in return. The reactions from Johnny were very good. Listen, I enjoy role-playing the Stone of Galore. It's been fun. It's been fun. Anyway, thank you everybody for being here. And we will see you all here next week in the garbage world of Waterdeep. Go show new to the party some love. Bye.